fastest growing business leaders in the East African region. So if you're a guest, just pay attention, take notes, ask questions to the person who invited you. They will give you more information on how to get started in this fantastic business. So without further ado, I would like us to get started in this presentation. My name is Pascal OLOO. I have been in this business for the last 29 years. And the reason Betty and I started this business is very, very simple. We wanted an extra $200 a month. Why? Because we realized that with a growing family, we could not depend on only one source of income. Number two, if you're employed, your salary is not increased at the rate of the needs of your family. I remember when Betty and I came to South Africa, my first job as an engineer, 33% of my income went to tax, and that really shook me because it made me realize we needed to do something different to increase our income. So the reason for joining was very, very simple, just extra money. But that extra money has become something else, has become a lifestyle, has become freedom, has becoming coming across one of the finest health supplements on the planet. What is the aim of our business? What is the mission of our company? The mission of our company is very simple. We want to make the world a healthier and a happier place. If that is to happen, it has to start with you. So we are very excited that we have a very simple mission, and we are hoping that this is going to help a lot of people who are on the African continent. Just one moment, please. I want to regulate our, so that we don't have any interference during the presentation. Give me 1 minute, please. Okay, I think we're good to go. 1 second, please. Yeah, so Betty and I joined this business for a very simple reason: to make money. In fact, we had 3 reasons for doing the business: money, money, and money. That was our aim for doing the business. But after 7 months of doing the business part-time, our income reached $1,000. And that's when we really took it seriously. We began to work very hard in this business. I remember the first almost 18 months of the business, we would travel 6,000 or 7,000 kilometers, going to different locations and areas, supporting our team and teaching them how to build this business. We traveled to Lesotho, to Botswana, to Swaziland, or now it's called Eswatini. We traveled to, okay, the only place we haven't gone to is to Namibia. So we traveled to different places. We went to Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Nigeria to build this business because we realized what the business could do. So if you're a guest, the one thing I would really urge you to do is think, what is the reason for doing the business? What would the reason for starting this fantastic business? That reason is what will keep you going. So a few things I'd like to share with you on the 4 ways that people use to generate income. These are the 4 basic ways that everybody who earns an income, not everybody, but most people. The first is called a job. The reason you work is because you want to feed your family. A job is good because it gives you an opportunity to earn an income. And that is, just 1 minute, please. So a job gives you an opportunity to put food on the table. A job is good, at least you can earn some income. But there are some drawbacks in a job that you need to think about. Number 1, because of technology, employers have found very efficient ways to do the same amount of work or to produce the same amount of goods and with less people. So if you have a job, you need to think very carefully. The other thing is there's a lot of internal politics in the workplace. The second way that people use to generate income is self-employment. This is when you borrow money or you take your life savings, you mortgage your house, you get some money to start a business, to provide a product or a service to the public. Self-employment is good because you determine how hard you work and how much you want to generate income. However, there's a drawback with self-employment, and there are a number of them. One is that your income is limited to the amount of time you put in the business, in the sense that the business seems to depend on your physical presence when you're conducting your service. If you want to know whether you own a business or not, it's very simple. Go away from it for 30 days or 60 days. If the business collapses, you don't own it. The business owns you. One of the challenges of self-employment is that the business tends to be identified with your person, in the sense that if you're not there, no income comes in. Or if you want to go away, go for leave, attend to your family issues, you're ill, whatever it is, you need to get somebody who understands what you do and somebody whom you trust, so that the business keeps growing and your customers do not run away. The third way that people use to generate income is big business. These are people or companies who invest huge capital to start a business. Companies like MTN, Vodacom, Safaricom PLC in East Africa, ShopRite Checkers, Naivas. These are very big companies, and they employ a lot of people to run their businesses. Business is good because big business is good because you can make a lot of money, but you can also lose a lot of money. You also have a lot of labor problems. The biggest challenge with this is that this is not available to the ordinary person in the street like you and I. The fourth way that people use to generate income is investment. This is when you get money which is over and above what you need for your daily living, and you invest in an instrument or a business to give you a return. Two things are needed for you to do this. One is knowledge. Two is a skill of investment. So what do most people do? Most people get somebody who is an experienced investor to invest on their behalf, of course, at a fee. There are other three ways that very, very specialized that people use to generate income that is not available to most people. This is professional athletes, and sports people, musicians, or writers. These are people who have extraordinary talent and skill that not the ordinary person can actually have the possibility of making money in this way. But is there a solution? Is there a business? Is there a criteria that you can use to find out that this is an ideal business for creating wealth that is available to the ordinary person in the street? I think it needs to have the following 7 elements. Number one, low capital to start. In our business, you need roughly 60 to 100 US dollars to start a global business. That is all the investment you need. The rest is sweat equity, just sheer hard work. Why is this the case? Because one of the complaints that people have when you want to start a business, they say they don't have capital to start a business. The second criteria is you need to get involved in distribution of goods and services. Why? This is where wealth is created. Most of the things you have in your household, most of the things you have for your use, for the house you live in, the car you drive, goes through a distribution system from a manufacturer to you as an end consumer. That is why creation of wealth is mostly in distribution of goods and services. But that links me to the third element. That is, you need to have a global reach. A very simple theory of creating wealth. The more people you serve, the wealthier you become. Our company does business in 50 countries around the world. In Africa, we do business in 14 countries. In the African region, we have a population base of about 450 million people. That is the population of the countries where our company is registered and does business. Worldwide, in the 50 countries, the population base is about 1.9 billion people. So we have a very, very huge population of people to serve from our products and services. The fourth element is leverage. What is leverage? Leverage is simply a series of tools, procedures, and equipment that you put in your business. Sorry, I'm talking about a different issue. Leverage simply means you find a way to increase the time you do business, to increase the amount of hours that the business is done to different people. Leverage is the secret of success in business. That is why companies like the banks, the retail shops open different branches or they open different stores because they want to leverage their services. Think about leverage as this. If you work 8 hours a day, you're only paid for those 8 hours. But if you get, say you get 10 people to work with you, each of them are working 8 hours a day. So you have 88 hours plus yourself is 80. 80 hours plus 8 is 88. So you're earning income from 88 hours per day, but you're only putting 8 hours. That is a very simple way of explaining what leverage is. Leverage simply means you cooperate with other people to increase your income earning ability. The next element is you need consumable, high quality products. Why? Because consumable products have a repeat sale. This laptop that I'm using to do this presentation, it's about 4 or 5 years old. It's not consumable. A pair of shoes, a shirt, a dress, a jacket, these are not consumable products. Even these still have a market share. But consumable products are things you buy and use and buy again every month. Soap you're going to buy at the end of this month, at the end of April, June, May, all the months, end of the month, you're going to buy soap to use. So soap is a good business. And then it has to be high quality. Why is that? Because the nature of our business, we deal with person to person. And if the quality of our products are not good, people just go elsewhere. But if the products are excellent, just like our products are, people come and use them again and again. Why? Because they are satisfied with the quality. And then you have a business system. That is the next criteria. A business system simply means a series of tools and procedures that you put in place that the business runs in your absence. If you go to any branch of the banks, let me say you go to the Absa bank. Absa is in quite a number of African countries. You will not find the owners of the banks in the branches. You will find employees and computer systems and infrastructure that allows the owner of those business to be away, but the business keeps running. Then the last one is timing. Timing is very crucial because if you start your business at the wrong time, it doesn't gain traction or it is too late on the growth curve. Now, what is this business that I'm talking about? This business is called network marketing. But I think that this kind of business is as old as civilization. Why do I say that? Because in times past, if you find something good, your normal tendency is to speak to your neighbor about it. Word of mouth communication or word of mouth advertisement. So network marketing is a system of distribution that depends on word of mouth advertising, and it takes a product from a manufacturer to a consumer through only one middle person, a distributor like myself. If you think about traditional business, from the manufacturer to the consumer, you have advertisement, you have wholesalers, you have retailers, you have regional representatives, you have accountants, lawyers, people who are in the middle and who keep adding to the cost of the product, but does not add any value to it. I was reading an article in 1988. If you went and bought a Mercedes in Munich in Germany, at the factory, this Mercedes was, the price was $30,000. By the time the same Mercedes arrives in Denver in Colorado in the US, the same Mercedes costs $65,000. Why is that? Because between Munich and Denver, there were 17 different middlemen who kept adding to the cost of the product. Who paid for it? Is the end customer who buys the Mercedes. So what we do in our business, we cut out all these middlemen. So we don't have wholesalers, no retailers. The products are explained to the customers personally. we are paid for successfully referring customers to buy products. The company has a way to monitor this. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Why is that? Because you're partnering with a company that has already done research, developed the products, built infrastructure in 50 different countries, and your only duty as a distributor or a business person who just starts this business is to move the products from the company to different consumers. There are no qualifications required in a business except three. One, the desire to succeed. This one nobody can do for you. You have to have a desire in your heart to move this product and create wealth for yourself. Number two, you need to be teachable. And number three, just hard work. If you have these three things going for you, you're going to be very successful. Neolife was started by Jerry Brasfield. Jerry Brasfield, as a teenager, had very, very serious asthma. And his mother gave him some natural remedies. And when his health improved, he thought, maybe there are other people who are having these health challenges because of poor nutrition. That's how the dream of Neolife started. That was in 1958. 67 years later, Neolife operates in 50 countries around the world. What has kept Neolife going for all these years? Having a vision supported by the 5 corporate principles. 1, absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to tell truth about our products and about the business to our customers, to the public. Everybody who works with Neolife, either as a distributor or an employee of the company, we need to treat people with honesty and integrity. Second, people are number one. The most important aspect or resource in our business is people. Because if you don't have people, you don't have a business. The third is products that work. Why is this an important element? Because remember, a satisfied customer speaks to 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 different people. And if the products work, the products will sell themselves. Okay? Of course, we have to talk to our customers. So to do this, to have products that work very well, Neolife put together a group of scientists called the Scientific Advisory Board. What is their duty? Their duty is do research and develop first-class products. We've got excellent scientists in our business. The fourth element is equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody starts at the same level, man or woman, old or young, an engineer, a doctor, a plumber, a carpenter, a housewife, an accountant. Anybody who is serious about creating wealth can start this business. And the last one is long-range vision. You need to have a long-range vision if you want to succeed in the business. Initially, we say you need to have a 2 to 5 year horizon. That means in 2 to 5 years, if you follow the guidance of your sponsor or the person who invited you, in 2 to 5 years, you'll be financially independent. Neolife started in 1958 in the USA, came to South Africa in 1971, went to Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania 1996, 97, West Africa in the year 99 or 2000. If you're a guest, this company has come to your doorstep today. Now, where does Neolife do business? Neolife does business in different countries around the African continent. But before I get to that, you will see from the map on the right-hand side, we have a great number of countries in Africa that Neolife does business. Then you have Europe, the Americas, North America, then some countries in South America, then Asia, Philippines, Japan, those countries in Asia. In Africa, this is where we do business. East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Southern Africa, Mozambique, Botswana, South Africa, Lesotho, Eswatini, Namibia, then West Africa, we're in Cameroon, Nigeria, Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast. These are the areas or the countries where our company does business. As you can see, we still have a large population in Africa that we still need to serve with our products. Now, why do people start this business? People start this business for different reasons. Some because they're sick and tired of their jobs. Some because they want to have a good family lifestyle. They want to have good homes. They want to have good cars. Some start the business because they want to go for holidays. Some start the business because they just want to make money. Some start the business because they want to be physically fit. People start this business for so many different reasons. Initially, the reason could be to make a little bit of extra money. And that, when they realize the power of the business, they now increase the size of their dreams. So you're going to partner with a company that is more than 60 years old, operating in over 50 countries around the globe, and is supported by the Scientific Advisory Board. This is a group of specialized scientists in different fields: nutrition, biochemistry, manufacturing processes, human health. They write scientific journals in some of the most prestigious journals around the globe: Center for Disease Control, Department of Agriculture in the US, the Global Science Network, the New York Academy of Sciences. You have our scientists publishing peer-reviewed papers. Why? Because they are the top of in their fields. Now, which are these products that our company moves? Remember, what is a business? A business is when you provide a product or a service to the public. In return, they pay you some revenue or income. So we provide these products to the public. The first one is the Golden Home Care products. These are products for cleaning your bathroom, your kitchen, your toilet, your tiles, anything in your home that requires cleaning, we've got for you. The second is the personal care range of products. These are things like hair shampoos, hair conditioners, hand and body lotion. The third is skincare range of products. That's things like things for cleaning and detoxifying your skin, to protect your skin from the natural environment. And then the other range is the healthcare range. This is the highest selling range of our business. Why is that? Because your greatest wealth is your health. If your health is finished, your mission in life is finished. And then we have another one called Supergrow. Supergrow is a product that is used by farmers to increase the yield that they get from their crops. It's a wonder drop, fantastic product. It increases the yield. It's very economical. One part of the product you mix with 1,000 parts of water. Very safe and easy to use. You can use it for indoor plants, outdoor plants. Now, how does the business work? The business works when you do three things every day. Because if you're a guest, you're wondering, okay, you've got very good products. You've got a fantastic scientific board who are supporting products in terms of research and development. You've got infrastructure in 50 countries. How do I build this business? You build this business by doing three things every day. The first is you use the products. We're calling the 3 daily success habits. You use the products by changing your shopping habits. End of this month, whether you're in your life or not, you're going to buy soap. You're going to buy things in your home for cleaning. So what we suggest is this: start the business and start supporting your own business using the products yourself. The other reason you need to use the product is the people you're going to recommend these products to want to know that you also believe in the products. So because Neolife operates in over 50 countries, we standardize the measurement of business by using what is called PV system, the point value system. 100 PV is roughly $160 to $170 worth. The second thing we do in our business is we share the business. That simply means we introduce other people to be promoters and users of the products. In this example, you've introduced 6 people to be users and promoters. They do 100 PV each, plus yours is 700 PV. You become a manager in the business. Your income, about $45 a month, US dollars. The next thing you do is you begin to teach these people also to do what you've done. The person on the top right corner introduces 2, and those 2 introduce 2 each. They've built a 700 PV unit plus the other 6 gives you 1,300. You become a senior manager with your income about $90 a month. That is just the beginning. Then you begin to teach all these people to do what you've done. It's called duplication. And if you do that, you generate a business of 4,300 PV. Your income is about 580 to 700 US dollars a month as a director in the business. Okay. Not everybody is going to be excited about this business. These people who are not in the business become your customers. And because they cannot buy from the company, they buy from you and you get a profit of 20% because you buy at a discount from the company. The third thing we do every day is personal development. It simply means you take time to be a better person. Take time to learn about the products. You take time to learn about how the business is built. You take time how to be a leader. Through the support system, you have training. We have support, personal development materials, seminars, conventions, where you learn how to be a better person. And then if you want to become more successful, help other people become directors like yourself. If you help one more person become a director, your income, you become a certified director, your income is about $1,000 a month. If you help 3 people become directors, you become a Ruby director, your income is about $2,000. If you help 6 people become directors, you reach the president's team level, your income is $5,000 plus. That is the exciting thing about our business. There is no limit. The limit is just how hard you work and how big your vision is. So at this juncture, I want to invite a very dear friend of ours from Uganda. He's a world team member. I think he is really setting the pace in the East Africa, in the Uganda region. Hi, Justus, how are you?
Very well, thank you. How are you, Mr. Pascal?
I am very, very well. Excited again, ready to listen to your fantastic story. Every time I listen to your story, I pray to God that one day I will come to build a business with you in Uganda.
Wow, thank you so much. I'm actually looking forward to meeting you in May in Cape Town.
Fantastic.
And have the opportunity of meeting you for the first time and get to extend my sincere appreciation for the work that you've been doing and the contribution that you've been doing to our businesses.
Thank you, Justice. So the platform is yours.
Okay, thank you. I will share my screen. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Justus MUHUMUZA is my name, and I am married to Susan Tumuheire. Together, we are 2Ruby directors in the business. I am a father of 2, a boy and a girl, and I do near life full time. I have actually done near life now for quite some time now, about 16 years now. And it's really been a great opportunity for me, for my family, and then the leaders that I've been able to work with in the business to be able to change our lives and to be able to change many other people's lives out there. With every day, actually, thank God that I made the right decision to be part of the Near Life family. And as I share my story, I hope and pray that you may be touched. The most important thing about my story is to say that if Justus can be able to succeed in this business, I too can also be able to make it as well. So my story starts way back in 2009, where I was a student at Mackay University. I was in my first year. Actually, the picture that you see on the screen was taken in 2011. That was after doing business for about 2 years. So I started when I was really very young. I was only 20 years of age. I was at Macquarie University, though I had registered for a dead year because my parents did not have money to keep me in school. So this friend of mine sends me a message on a Sunday morning. It was January 28th, 2009. He sent me a message. And I was like, Justus, I know the challenges that you're going through. Unfortunately, I cannot be able to pay for your school fees, but I can connect you to a company that you can work with. And if you understand what they do and how they do it, and you give it your very best, I can almost guarantee you that within 1 year, you will have built a business that can actually be able to pay for your school fees. So honestly, getting to such kind of an invitation with the situation I was in, I had no option apart from honoring the invitation. And I really thank God that I was able to get to the meeting. And I remember when I go to the meeting, it was at Serena Hotel. I had actually never been at Serena Hotel. It's also one thing that we get to enjoy about this business, that it gets us to go to places that we have actually never been. You know, so I come into this meeting, I see a display of the products that Mr. Pascal has been talking about, and my fears kicked in immediately. And it's always normal. Every time people tell me that, isn't this business hard? How am I going to get people? How am I going to get customers? It's really, really understandable because all of us have been there. All of us have had fears at one moment. So when I saw the products, my fears kicked in immediately. I was wondering, I was only 20 years of age. I'd been in Kampala for only 6 months. I was wondering, where on earth am I even going to get customers to buy these products? How am I going to succeed? Who is going to listen to me? Who is going to join my business? But then I was given assurance that the most important thing is to join the trainings, understand the trainings. You're going to be mentored. You're going to be equipped with skills like marketing skills, business building skills, people skills, basically all the skills that you need to be an entrepreneur. So I decided to take that step of faith and get started. Now, getting started, I really started off in high gear. Working was not my problem. And in fact, it's one thing that you get to find about our business. Our business is not for everybody. Our business is only for those people that are completely tired of where they are. People that have goals, people that have dreams, people that have big desires to want to change their lives. And that's exactly where I was. That's exactly who I was then. And then I gave it my best. I worked. Whatever I was told to do, I did it. They told me to use the products. That one I did not do because I did not have money to buy the products. Even the registration fee itself was a challenge. So I did not start by doing that. But whatever other activity they told me to train, I trained. Every single training for the last 16 years. The only training that I ever miss is when I am somewhere else training, but I don't miss any trainings. And then I was told to talk to people about the products, to talk to people about the business, because every single time you talk to people about the products, about the business, that is how the money comes in. And when I was told that, I did it. In my first month, I was actually shocked. Remember, I told you when I was getting started, I had a lot of fears. But then when I got started, when I started doing attending trainings and doing these things, talking to people, I found there was a very high need of the products. People needed the products. Some already knew about the products. Others were really sick and they were tired of being sick. They needed the products. Others wanted to stay healthy. So people started using the products. In my first month, I became a senior manager with 19 people joining my business. I personally brought in 6. The 6 also brought others. So we ended up as a team of 19 people. I became senior manager. 6 months down the road, I became a director. And as a director, my life started changing. I started gaining hope that I had lost. I started feeling that it's actually possible I can actually go back to school and be able to pay my school fees. Because as a director today, your income is about $500 to $1,000 per month. And that's very, very good income. If you're doing the business part-time and you're earning an extra $500, $700, trust me, there are quite a number of things that can be able to change in your life. So 6 months down the road, I became a director. And then I kept on doing the business. The people that were on my team said, Justus, if you can become a director, we also can become directors. And within the next 6 months, I developed other 3 directors. I became a wealthy member, and trust me, life started changing. Because as a wealthy member, my income went all the way to $1,200 every single month. And to someone who had joined the business because there was no school fees, because I was stranded, I couldn't afford to pay my rent, I couldn't afford to pay for 3 meals a day. And here in 1 year, I am able to become a wealthy member. At age 21, I'm earning about an average of $1,000. Wow, that was huge. That was really, really huge. In fact, when I kept on building my business, that was in 2010, 2010 December. That is when I completely made a decision and said, you know what? I think Neolife is the deal. In December 2010, I actually happened to be the best director in the whole of East Africa. My commission was 4.8 million shillings. And then the company added me another commission incentive of 6 million. Altogether, that was about 10.8 million shillings. In dollars, we are speaking about $3,000. And to me, at age 22, getting about $3,000 in one single month, that's when I said, you know what? I think I have now discovered what I want to do for the rest of my life. And there, I never looked back. I kept on building my business. 2011, my firstborn in a family of 8. 2011 September, when we lost our dad, we are 8, I'm the firstborn. And you know, we were wondering, what next? What are we going to do? And then I told my mother, look, this business that I'm doing can take care of this family. Today, as we speak, we have a medical doctor out of this business. We have a pharmacist out of this business, an electrical engineer out of this business. I told you I'm a father of 2. Every single month, the schools that my son and daughter goes to, every single term, I pay up to about $3,000 every single term. That's about $9,000 a year. Now, those are very good schools. And why am I mentioning all this? You could be there and you have the same desires, you have the same dreams, but you're just limited by the money. Neolife can actually help you to accomplish and live those dreams. The other thing that I've actually come to love and enjoy out of Neolife is that our lives only change when we change other people's lives. The more people's lives you're able to change, the more money you're able to make. In fact, today, I have a goal to develop as many wealthy members, as many Ruby directors, presidents, team members, very many directors, because the more people you develop, the more money you're able to make. These are some of the leaders on my team that we work with, that we have mentored. These are guys who came in. Their problem was they had the willingness to work, but they lacked the opportunity. But when the new life opportunity came in hand, they understood it, and actually, thank God, they were able to grab it, understand it. They didn't think about it. I know there are some guests on this platform who are going to say, let me first think about it. These guys never thought about it. They say, if this business can work for you, it can also work for me as well. So I want to join. Look at them. That is Collins. He does his business in Western Uganda. Very, very serious entrepreneur. That is Joseph Mojisha. Today he sleeps in his own home that he has built out of New Life. And before, life wasn't good. He was just running a small boutique and he was drowning in debts. But this is a pictures we were in Mauritius, and now here in May we are going to be in Cape Town with him. Life has really changed. That is Dennis Tomushabe. Same story as mine. He finished senior 6, no money to go to the university. When we spoke about the business, he said, well, are you sure this thing can take me to the university? He decided to give it a shot. Today is a happily married man of three baby children. Here he was with the founder. There we were in Mauritius. So it's a very, very wonderful opportunity that can be able to change any single person's life. All you have to do is to make a decision and be part of this opportunity. I love this opportunity that it even connects you with other people. You make international friends. I have friends in Kenya. I have friends in Tanzania. I have friends in South Africa. I just can't actually wait for that reunion that we are going to have in the month of May in Cape Town. Look at them. You know, they say that the people that we spend time with, it's exactly who we become. I mean, if you spend time with 5 idiots, very soon there will be 6 idiots. You spend time with 5 millionaires, very soon there will be 6 millionaires. So you can't hang around with this kind of people and then you remain the same. Look at them. These are people who have mentored us and nurtured us, you know. So I really, really love this business passionately. You know, the other thing that I actually come to love so much about the New Life opportunity is that, yes, we change your life health-wise, we help you make money, but we also help you to live a complete life. Before joining the business, you tell me about traveling, you tell me that one day you'll be on the plane. I would not, I mean, I wouldn't think about it. In fact, I remember my first meeting, guys had just returned from London, celebrate 50 years. And when they were sharing their experiences and stories, in my mind, I was like, okay, I go to London to see who will pay. What if I get lost in London? How will they look for me? You know? But today, I have had chances to travel. I have really traveled. That is me there. We were with a team of about 11 people. We were in Zanzibar enjoying life. That's me with my partner there, you know. And that's the team of leaders. That's we were in Mauritius. Fine executive places that I don't think I would ever have a chance to visit. That is in Durban, South Africa, sleeping in such kind of a beautiful hotel, you know, sleeping in such kind of fine beds. Can you imagine? Now, if you're a guest on this call, that is the kind of life that is waiting for you to say yes, and you work hard and you start experiencing as well. That is in Istanbul. And then the other thing I love, when I got started in the business, I thought that this business was just about selling products. But no, Neo Life is actually about living the dream. Neolife is a vehicle that helps you to get from where you are to where you'd want to be. When I joined, my small goals and dreams were to afford 3 meals, to pay rent, and to go back to school. Then my goal developed to changing other people's lives. And then my goal became to pay school fees for my brothers and sisters, and then travel, and then buy land. So my goals and dreams kept on changing, and Neolife has made them possible. Now, this is our first home that we are actually constructing. It's exactly 25 kilometers from the city center, Kampala, and it is actually seated on 3 acres of land. You know, one thing I come to enjoy about Neolife is it helps you make the money. And one of my principles is I suffered a lot when I was young, and now when I find the money, I really want to enjoy the money. I don't want to live in squeezed places. I want to live in big homes, big places. This home is actually a total of 586 square meters. Very huge home, very huge home. All the money is actually coming from Neolife, seated on 3 acres, just 25 kilometers from Kampala town. Now, that is also another project that is being worked on. Well, the pictures are not updated, but as per now, it's already, phase 1 is already complete. We have yet to start getting our clients and our tenants. And I mean, when I look at all this, it really gives me a lot of hope. It gives me a lot of joy. It makes me happy that I started off a business in a very simple way with very small goals. But today, this business that I started is now actually helping me to live the dream, to change other people's lives. So if you are a guest on this call, I would want to give you the assurance that you made the right decision to join this call. And now my prayer is that you are able to get started so that we can start on your success journey. So thank you so much, Mr. Pascal, for giving me this opportunity to share with the rest of East Africa my personal success story. And I hope and pray that we can get these people joined so that we can be able to build business together. Thank you so much and have a blessed evening.
Justus, thank you so much I can assure you one thing. We are going to invite you again to share your story, because if I was a guest sitting and watching this and listening, even if 10% or 15% or 20% of what Justus has said is possible, it is worth every effort. It is worth making a decision this evening. If I didn't have the money, I would borrow to get started in this journey. Justus, thank you so much for such a wonderful and well-presented story. So, ladies and gentlemen, really, I can only say, if you're a guest, don't think anymore. Just make a decision and get started. One of the things we do in our business is to take advantage of technology. Once you start the business, you can order products online. You can register new distributors online. When you start the business, you create for you what is called a back office to monitor and manage your business 24/7. Training is done locally, internationally by online service. For example, this presentation, I've seen people from all across the African continent in the countries where Neolife does business. Southern Africa, East Africa, and some people in the West African region. One of the things we've done is to partner with some of the best sports people in the world. Why? Because these sports people who are at the top of their game, they always look for the best sports supplements. And that's why the Springbok use our products. Every year we have conventions in different regions. In East Africa, we had the convention in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. In West Africa, because of the size, in Nigeria, I think they had 5 or 6 different conventions. Then we had in Ghana, Togo, Ivory Coast. In Southern Africa, we had the meeting in Pretoria for the Southern African region. If you are a guest and you want to start the business, what do you need? Get back to the person who invited you. They will give you an application form to get started. In Botswana, you need between 720 and 1450 pula. In South Africa, 910 or 19 to 1980 rand to start the business. There are about 4 different packages. In Kenya, 9,200 or 11,700 to get started. In Nigeria, 50,000 naira or 75,000. Tanzania, 167,000 or 217,000 Tanzania shillings. In Uganda, 238,000 or 295,000 Uganda shillings. In the USA, $75. Togo, 45,300 or 60,300 francs CFA. Italy, 64 euros. Ghana, 800 or 1,300 Ghanaian cedis. Cameroon is 60,000 or 74,000 francs CFA. So this is what you need in different markets. As you notice, not all the markets are registered here because of space, but if whichever country you're in, get back to the person who invited you. They will tell you what you need to get started in your specific country. And our business uses the power of leverage. Justus started his business as a student with almost nothing to start the business. Today, he's building a magnificent home. Why? Because of the power of leverage. If I gave you $1 million or I give you 1 cent doubled daily, most people will choose $1 million without thinking. But the people who understand leverage and the people who are patient, 1 cent doubled daily for 31 days gives you $10.737 million. That's the power of our business. Remember, success begins with a decision. You need to make a decision to get started. Once you've made a decision, the next thing is know what you want. What is your dream? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to do? 2, find out what you need to know and do. That simply means you need to be teachable. The most successful people are the most teachable people in our business. They follow the guidelines of the people who have already walked the path they want to start following. 3, hard work, discipline, guts, persistence. The harder you work, the more persistent you are, the more successful you're going to become. And number 4, belief in yourself, your sponsor, and the company, Neolife. If you have these things going for you, you're going to be very successful. What is next? The next is for you to speak to the person who invited you. They will guide you and show you how to get started. And I'd like to end this with a story. If you're a guest, think about it. There was a young man who went to a more experienced, successful businessman and asked him, what is the secret of success? So the old man told the young man, come and see me on Saturday afternoon. So the young man came to his house on Saturday afternoon. He saw a magnificent house. He knocked and they opened the door for him. So he asked, where is the old gentleman? He told me he's at the pool on the back of the house. So he went to the pool. He found the old man had been swimming and sitting on the pool side of the pool. And so he came and sat next to the old man and asked him, sir, tell me, what is the key to success? Before he answered the question, the old man grabbed his head and plunged him into the water and held his head down in the water for 10 seconds, for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40, 1 minute. By this time, the young man was struggling and beating and really gasping for breath. Then after about 1.5 minutes, he let the young man go. And the young man complained, sir, I asked you to show me how to become successful and you want to drown me. What is this? So the old man looked at him with a twinkle in his eyes and said, young man, if you desire desperately to succeed the way your lungs desired oxygen when you're under the water, you're going to be successful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. You've been a wonderful audience. Mr. Muhumuza, thank you very much also for sharing a wonderful story with us. Good night and God bless.